Do I hear a motion to approve these reconciliation of our books and bank statements?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion about these statements?
Mickey, in the documents we received, do we get a statement of what the draw on our line of credit is?
Draw, like we drew down about 68,000 at the end of November, but that's all we've drawn down.
Right. And that's in the documents we received.
I can't remember if I stated that in the documents or not. It was based on the cost we pay for legal expenses and financial advisory services for the actual school warrant itself, plus the difference between the new Regions bond payment amount, which is $132,000 versus the old, which was about $38,000. So that there was $30,000 in legal fees and financial services, and $38,000 in the difference between the change in the bond payment.
So we would expect that to go down from our current usage in November going forward, or stay roughly the same?
It will depend going forward. I will be drawing down to $38,000 each month. That will be the new bond payment of $132,000 a month going forward. So that $38,000 will be a fixed amount each month. Now, anything beyond that will depend on where we are as far as sales tax and ad valorem receipts. It will probably be only in the spring, March, or April before I have to draw anything down beyond that $38,000.
Any other comments? Based on no other comments, do I hear a motion to approve these statements?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, we already had a discussion, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. All right, ayes win by majority. Item number 4 is personnel. So Dr. Hicks.
Board members, you have before you personal action for December 17, 2018. If there are no questions, I'd recommend personal action be approved by the board.
All right, board members, you have a copy of the personnel actions for this month. So do I hear a motion to approve these personnel actions?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion about the personnel?
Will these two positions be replaced?
The elementary aide in-school suspension should be, as well as now the resignation of the library aide will be advertised as well, but pretty much both of them will be replaced. We're going to assess everything at that time, but yeah, they have to still be posted. There's no more emergency posting, so they have to be posted for 14 days. So we won't be able to do anything until the second semester.
And what line do we draw these off of? Is it local
Foundation?
Right now, we're not putting anything back in local, so I mean that to kind of have that. And trust me, I will be the first one to tell you if it is going to go off of that local unit or local because of the local unit. I would be the first one to tell you that anything where that would come off of that would be put into that because that's a very, very important thing to keep everything in foundation at the moment.
All right. Any other discussion? Based on no additional discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. All right. Ayes win by majority. Item number 5 on our agenda this evening is approved updates on the Troy City Board of Education District Wellness Policy, change of meal policy, and worthless check policy. Dr. Hicks.
Okay, board members, you have before you these policies that had to be updated via the federal government and new guidelines of that we're required to follow as Troy City Schools to the state of Alabama as well as to the federal government. If there are no questions, I'd recommend the updates be approved by the board.
All right, board members, you heard Dr. Hicks' updates on these particular items, so do I hear a motion to approve these items? Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion about these items?
I just have one question. It seems like I remember us asking this in the past. It says if students charge meals for more than 1 week, he or she will be served an alternate meal.
Well, it is put in there, but we do work with our students. That's the that's the main meal. It's not like punishment type meals, but that we have so many a la carte menus that I think it kind of gets. That's where most of the things occur when they're a la carte. But no, the students that I'm aware of right now, and Ms. Curry can attest to this, that are not.
It's not the basic meal.
It's not bread and milk. Those things. It's not what.
Which I knew it would not be, but I was just.
But there's so many a la carte that the students have, especially at middle school and at the high school, have the ability to get, which we would go to more of the standard meat.
The meal itself. That makes sense.
But if any student has trouble with payment of anything that are not on free lunch, if they'll just make the lunchroom staff aware and administrators aware, there's nobody will do without lunch. And breakfast as well if they choose to. So
Then that makes sense.
All right, any other discussions about these changes? And once approved, this will go into effect, Dr. Hicks?
yes, this one right here, these will go ahead and be approved with updates, and then the other one will have to sit for 30 days.
Okay.
While we're on the topic, I know we had talked about exploring the comprehensive meal program earlier this summer. Do we have updates on that front?
Not at this time. I am looking into some financial matters on that, and I've been discussing with Mr. Daughtry. So as soon as we have a detailed meeting about some of the financial aspect, I will give you all an update on who to see.
Okay. Any other discussion? All right. Based on no additional discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. All right. Policies are now enacted. Item number 6 on our agenda tonight is Detroit City Schools procurement plan for the child nutrition program. So, Dr. Hicks.
Okay, board members, you have before you a change in policy that will need to sit for, if I'm not mistaken, this is one that has sits for 30 days. And again, we send it to the AA reps and to everybody to review. But this is procurement food, supplies, goods, and other services. The child nutrition program will be consistent with federal, state, and local laws and regulations. This plan is adopted as a condition of the SFA's participation in USDA's child nutrition program. The SFA uses procurement procedures to reflect state and local law while also ensuring compliance with applicable federal laws. So, board members, there's no action needs to be taken this time. Just know that this is for your review, and then we'll revisit this after the new year and for adoption of this policy.
Well, since there's no action on it, is this going to be a issue, Dr. Hicks? I mean, or is this something just standard?
This right here is basically something that was created, again, additional guidelines that have to come down from federal and state levels, and that we have to follow. To receive the money that we get from child nutrition programs, we have to follow their law.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Hicks. Moving right along, item number 7 for delegations. Ms. Mitchell.
No, sir.
All right. Item number 8 are board member comments, and I'll start with Ms. Roxy Keys.
It's great being on the end.
It is great.
Just want to say thank you to Mickey for the very thorough financial report that he gives to us, and he and Dr. Hicks both are always willing to answer any questions that we have, and I do appreciate that. Recently, and I'll just mention this briefly because sometimes the public does not know that board members have continuing education hours, or that's the term I use, that we have to get every year. And so we have several opportunities during the year to get those hours in. We recently went to Birmingham to the convention, and during that convention we have several opportunities to go to breakout classes to learn about different topics. And I know the board members that were in Birmingham, we all chose different sessions to go to. It's really informative to us. We also get to hear some great speakers, and then at this time both of them were about hope, and we actually heard the lady, and I wish I had written down her name, that was at the Sandy Hook shooting. She was a teacher in the classroom. So it's very informative, it's very good, very motivational for us, and I just wanted to report that we did go and that your board does take seriously getting this training that is required. And other than that, I just say Merry Christmas to you.
All right. Ms. Green?
Yeah, I concur with what Roxy said, and I wish all of you all a Merry Christmas and safe.
All right. Scott?
I always appreciate the work of all the members of our district, especially teachers and school leaders, for their sacrifices made during the calendar year and particularly the season. I know several have personally contributed, guided, or assisted in helping some of our kids have a special Christmas, and that does not go unnoticed and is vitally important. So thank you to each of you all for what you do to serve our kids. Lots of exciting things happened last month. We're seeing success in the classroom and co-curricular activities. And that includes our theater department, our color guard, expansion of our academic and CTE offerings, and upcoming winter ball. It's upcoming. It already happened. Sorry, I missed it. For those in our community with disabilities, providing our students an opportunity to be leaders and citizens and addressing community needs. Had a great music program that engaged students across the system for their Christmas gala. And then saw the middle school the pre-AP activities that have been happening over the last month. It's really critical for preparing our students for the rigor that awaits them in high school and college and beyond. And also seen several exciting field trips to the American Village and other in-class experiential activities that students are learning culture and religion, and then also seen the chivalry day to impress on our students the importance of manners, attitude, and appearance in life. And thank y'all for reinforcing that message for our students. And I'm excited about the Christmas play. It's happening at the elementary school tonight at 6. I have a second grader who's about to be on stage. So we're excited to see that. And then always excited about the Liberty Legacy program that is supported by Troy Bank & Trust. And those activities that are teaching our kids the importance of citizenship and leadership. Also reminded that great communities make great schools, so I want to thank Mr. Dawson and other members of the PTO for their involvement with Premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for securing their support. I think every purchase in the first quarter of 2019, $200 of that will go to the elementary school PTO. So if you're in the market for a car, please consider Premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Piggly Wiggly is donated to our CMP program to help pay for outstanding school meal balances, and then the university is engaged in a reading initiative to get I think it's every first grader access to books where they can bring home. So a lot of exciting things. I want to thank everybody for their support of our schools, and especially our teachers and administrators for what they do.
I want to appreciate and thank everybody at all the school systems for all of what they do on a daily basis. But I especially attended the high school when they had the high ed parent meeting. Very informative, and it's a great tool. I think it needs to be advertised a little bit more, because through the meeting I was able to see that even though my child is an athlete, it's just not for athletes. It allows the student and the parents to see if they're on the actual right pathway, whatever credits they need. Then it also allows the student to see the importance of if they want to go to the next level to play a sport, what their GPA is, and what it needs to play at a D1, a junior college, or anything like that. And it's tools like that, and it's people like within our school system that are not only looking to advance the kids, but as well educate the parents on how we can get our kids to the next level. And I feel like it was a very informative meeting. We didn't have a lot of parents, but I feel like going down the line is going to be something big because you want to know where your kids are. You want to know what pathway they're on and what it needs to be at the right time. You don't want them to be a senior and they're missing 10 credits and you don't have time. Or you don't want them to have thinking they're going to be able to play in an elite D1 school and they don't have a GPA. And we're always focusing on ACT, but I learned through the program and with this, it's not always about the top number. It's about what you make in each category. So we want to encourage them not to focus on always the big number, but to excel in each category on the ACT. So I want to just commend the Troy City school system on what all they're doing to make the school system better each and every day. But as well as a community and as parents, we got to also step up and do that change too and make it a better school system.
All right, thank you, President. And I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and again, thank you for all that you do with our school system, and just wanted to give a good shout out for the middle school that hosted the Don Maestri first annual Hoops. I thought they did a great job doing that. Very, very well received. There's a lot of people there, and it reached out to a lot of schools in our area as well as over on the west side of Alabama. So thank you again for letting the basketball team host it there. And then and finally, Stephen Curtis, who is our board attorney, he sent his resignation because Steve's going to be our new district judge for Pike County. So we accepted his resignation, and I just want to thank Steve for all the years that he's worked with our school system. I know their law firm, Mr. Dickey and them, has been working with us for a good gracious. Roxy, how long? 30, 40 years? Long time. So we wish Mr. Curtis a farewell, and I know he's excited about being a district judge. So that's all I have, and the board members. So Dr. Hicks, let you do your superintendent report.
Well, again, I'm wanting to, again, thank everybody for being here this evening. To say that, what this community has done for our school system and what I feel like the school system has done for our community is something that it goes hand in hand, and it's something that it promotes success on both ends, and I can also say that I feel like that we're moving in the right direction. We've been moving in that direction for a while, but we've seen some new type of leaders. I'll go with elementary PTO. It's something that has taken the ball and took something that was very standard and made it something exceptional. And it's taken extra work. I know it's to put probably gray in your hair and your beards and everything else, but I do appreciate what y'all have done, because again, the questioning of the community and out there promoting and working with car dealers and people like that's huge, and that says a lot for our parents here in this community, that they expect the best, and that's what we expect in our school system. To the administrators here from the middle school, I know that the high school and the elementaries here right now, I know they've got a production going on right now at the elementary school. It's a thankless job what y'all do. You're criticized, you're scrutinized, you name it. It's a tough job, but to be a leader, it is that way. And know that you are appreciated, and just know that the success we've had it wouldn't be here if it weren't for y'all and at your schools. To Mickey, your friendship is very, very important to me. I appreciate that. I appreciate your professionalism with me at all times concerning the financial needs of our system, and always being candid with us and always working, you and I working together through that, and the decisions that we make, we feel like are the right ones, and I do appreciate you always being that person that you can bounce things off of, and we always try to find that solution. So again, I appreciate the hard work and dedication you do. Ms. Common, for what you do with testing federal programs. Can't say enough. And Dr. Armstrong, who's not here this evening, if y'all, I think Ms. kitchen sat in that special education law breakout session, and to see what Dr. Armstrong deals with on a day-to-day basis is very impressive to see what Dr. Armstrong has to do on a day-to-day basis to keep our system compliant with the law and following the federal laws. Ms. Mitchell, obviously, nothing can be done without you. And the board, I appreciate y'all's support throughout this time. This has been one of those, when I hear people talk about the boards, I can honestly tell them, and they're really amazed that I have a board that is like this, because it's, sometimes there are arguments on agendas, there's arguments on things where these other boards can't even pass an agenda within about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But for y'all to work together and constant communication with one another, we might not always agree on everything, but the thing is that we do work together, and I do appreciate our relationship, and it's very much, I do thank good Lord for it every day. To the students, I thank them for the hard work and dedication they've done for us this year. They've handled the challenges, and to our coaches and to our band directors and to our extracurricular activity coordinators, and I know I'm leaving somebody out, but I just am relevant underneath that. We appreciate everything that y'all done, because again, the talent of our students is showcased on a day-to-day basis, and we do appreciate that. But other than that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing everybody back here on the 3rd, and ready for a second semester, and hopefully we'll get our report card from the state of Alabama here in sometime in the month of December. So hopefully, if we do, then we'll come in, and once we get it, I will definitely notify y'all, and then we can come in the first part of the year and discuss it. But right now we have no idea what. I think nobody knows throughout the state what it is, but we know that the state of Alabama did go up 1 point from 79 to an 80. So that's a wonderful thing, and I think there's been some adjustments. So hopefully we'll have a positive. I know our administrators and teachers have worked very, very hard to address the report card from last year. That was a prototype, and so now we're hopefully that we can improve on that report card for the state as well. So again, we appreciate all our partners, Troy University, and local businesses here that work with us on a day-to-day basis, and wish them a Merry Christmas as well. Ms. Curry, thank you for what you do too. I almost forgot you there, but you know what? It is wonderful not to have to sit there and have to deal with everything you have to do on a day-to-day basis. But you have a very, very important job dealing with federal government, dealing with state government, but also feeding the most precious people in the world, and that's our kids. And thank your ladies for that as well, and gentlemen too. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hicks. Before we adjourn, I just want to say, you ride by Dr. Hicks' house, you see a nice little Christmas display that in his front yard that somebody put there last month. That is just for everybody.
Somebody else's house saying,
all right, so did I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So,
Is there a second? All in favor say aye. All right, meeting adjourned. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.